Hello again, my name's Gabe Zollner. How ironic is this, huh? You know, if you've been watching my videos for a while, I had spoken about Huma Abedin being a Muslim, belonging to the women's version of the Muslim Brotherhood. And I had spoken about Anthony Weiner being a Jew. And Muslims, especially those that belong to the Muslim Brotherhood, tend not to cohabitate with Jews. And I had said that I believe the reason that Huma hooked up with Anthony is because Anthony was a congressman. And it enabled Huma to get into that kind of environment so she could work her way in with Hillary, which is what she did. She became Hillary's chief of staff. And her lover, I believe, which was a whole different story. But anyway, so now you got Huma, who's right next to Hillary. And then you got Anthony, who's had his issues, if that's what you want to call him. He got caught sexing on the internet a number of times. He actually lost his congressional seat because of it. And now the FBI has found what they deem to be pertinent information. The word that they used was pertinent. Well, pertinent information means that it's pertinent, does it not? Huh? Yeah. All right, and the reason they were investigating Anthony, from what's been reported, is because Anthony was sexing with an underage girl, which I think could have him end up going to prison and registering as a pedophile. But that's not what this is all about. Wouldn't it be ironic if after all the work that Huma did to get next to Hillary, which she was very successful in doing, which helped undermine the relationship that Israel had with the United States, and it helped push whatever weapons they wanted to push to ISIS, or at that time it was Al-Qaeda, which became ISIS. And during the Secretary of State stint, I know Hillary gave hundreds of millions of dollars to Hamas, which she would never have done, I don't believe, if it wasn't for Huma. Now, wouldn't it be ironic if the relationship between Anthony and Huma, with what's been uncovered by the FBI doing an investigation of Anthony and his sexing with underage girls, or girl, wouldn't that be ironic if that's what pulled Hillary down and destroyed her run for the Oval Office? Yeah, the one woman that's closest to her, that spent who knows how many years working to get close to her, could end up indirectly being responsible for her losing the presidential race because of her husband. Huh? I think it's pretty incredible. And I do believe that if they find sufficient evidence against Anthony, he might have to end up registering as a pedophile after he is sent to prison, depending on what kind of interchange he had with this or these underage girls. That's a secondary issue. What's the primary issue is, can they find anything on that server that further incriminates Hillary for having sent classified information, which she denied having done. The whole thing is really ironic, is it not? We'll see how it all unfolds. There were suggestions that Huma should step aside and not distract what Hillary has to do, but I think it's too late for that. Hillary did come out and say that she believes that most people that have made up their minds have already made up their minds, and she believes that the FBI should release whatever they have. And that's really what Mike Pence has said as well. They should release whatever they have. But I think they have to be careful in releasing whatever they have, because if there's classified information there, then they can't be responsible in releasing that. Now, can they? So, I don't know how this is going to play out. But no matter how it's played out, there's no question in my mind that the one woman that Hillary was closest to, which is Huma, might be responsible for destroying her run for the presidency. And again, wouldn't that be ironic?